Hey guys, it's ChucksTopGaming here today, and I'm coming to you with deorbiting an SSTO and landing at KSC kind of tutorial to show you what it's all about. Um, this flight, I got a really good amount of fuel left, so I figured that I would just go ahead and make a little landing tutorial. Uh, I'm also going to be making obviously getting into orbit tutorial, because I have not done that yet, and that's something that needs to be done. But right here, we're going to start burning retrograde so that we have a very, very shallow reentry, and what that means is we're not just dropping straight out of the sky. We're very gradually easing ourselves into the atmosphere, and that will that will minimize, no, whatever, that will minimize the effects of the air and air resistance in slowing us down. So basically, it's a little more accurate than just dropping out, because sometimes if you burn retrograde right at the last second and just fall straight out of the sky, it's one, hard to control, and two, hard to predict where you're going to land. So I just burn right for it, and that way we kind of lose our speed right above those mountains, that mountain range in front of Kerbal Space Center. And that's good. And see, we get the flame effect here. We don't want to make any drastic turns here. We want to line up, get fairly well lined up, and then make all the adjustments once we get in closer. Because it looks like you're going a lot slower now, but because of this decelerating, it creates a very, very unstable aircraft. And it looks pretty stable. You can see, even in 4 times speed like it is right now, it looks very, very stable, but it's not. Any quick turns can really mess you up, so you just want to let it sit. And I make the decision to stop gliding because I have plenty of fuel left. You might not, though, so try to glide as much as you can and make sure you have your resources tab open there. I go IVA and just take a look and try to line it up. I'm not using a joystick, so this is kind of hard. I recommend using a joystick if you can do it, but sometimes it's a pain because you have to set all the joystick controls and everything. So here I just throttle up all the way, I think, and I'll get going a little faster in a second. You can see I'm pretty well lined up for how far out I am. Again, small turns, not really turns, just kind of, knife blading through the air. When you make a little turn, you start to kind of drift to the side because you have less lift. So that's kind of what I use to turn small turns, and that especially works if you don't have much of a rudder, like I really don't have there. I just have an ATV winglet. You can see one ATV winglet for this design. So we're coming in. Still, we can make turns now because we're really under our own power. Once you're under your own power and you're not decelerating or accelerating ridiculously fast or anything like that, and you're just controlling it yourself, you can go ahead and make turns. And the problem with this spacecraft is, because I want it to be controllable at really fast speeds, really high altitudes, it's really easy to over-control at lower altitudes. Again, another reason why you have to be very careful coming in for landing. And you can see I come in too high here. Just want to bleed some speed so I don't get that pillowing effect of the air under the aircraft wing. And I go ahead and land it, and that's how to return an SSTO in Kerbal Space Program. Thanks for watching.